A wedding is just a day's event, but marriage is an accumulation of days of which we've got to maximize on. Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing good. In case you're new here, my name is Charity Mugeni and I make videos on faith, family and self-improvement. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel up to now, please do, because I would really love to have you be part of this family. You can as well like the video and I hope you get to enjoy it. And today I'm going to talk about how to maximize on better days ahead. It is a special video dedicated to our 8 years in marriage. We just celebrated our 8th year anniversary yesterday, and I think it's something to celebrate and something to thank God for. This far God has brought us. That's why I thought that at whichever point you are in your marriage, it does not matter how many years you have spent in your marriage, probably it will help you know how you can maximize on better days ahead. For the past 7 years in our marriage, we have experienced both good days and bad days, those that I call bad moments. But looking back, I can say that they have all worked out for our good. In our marriages, sometimes when we experience difficult times, our minds tend to dwell so much on that we forget even the good things that happen. But I can confidently acknowledge that more often, good things happen to us than the bad. That's why it's important for us to learn to focus our minds on those good moments, those moments of joy, so that we can truly get to enjoy our marriages. The first way to maximize on better days ahead in your marriage is to practice the attitude of gratitude. First Thessalonians 5:18 says that in everything give thanks, because this is God's will in Christ Jesus for you. God is more pleased in gratitude. He is more pleased in praise rather than complaining. Remember the children of Israel. They complained a lot when they were in the wilderness, and that angered God a lot, to the extent that a journey that would have taken them 11 days, it ended up taking like 40 years. That's why in your marriage, if you are to make any progress, you better focus on praise and thanksgiving, because they are those plans you have, the things that you have to grow your marriage or to grow your family at large. But if you focus on complaining, the things that would have taken you a shorter time to accomplish, it might take longer than expected. Therefore, it's important for us to develop and train ourselves to have an attitude of gratitude. Give God thanks and give praise in whatever circumstances. Although in reality, during hard times, it is so difficult to have that heart of gratitude. But it will take a little bit more of training ourselves, because that is what pleases God. That no matter what we go through, we need to focus on giving thanks, on having eyes that look more onto good things that happen to us, rather than dwelling on what is difficult, or dwelling on the challenges, or dwelling on the pains. The second way to maximize on better days ahead in our marriage is being kind to each other. It is important for us to learn how to be kind to one another. When you are kind to your spouse, you are not critical, you are not judgmental, but you look forward to understanding things before judging or before criticizing. What I have come to learn is that kindness goes a long way. It is important for us to always seek to understand the other person than seeking to be understood. If you focus on you getting your way to be understood first before understanding your spouse, then that is some sort of selfishness, and that is what destroys most of our marriages. When we are selfish and too so much focused on ourselves, we tend to neglect the needs of the other person. So seek to be kind to your spouse. Another way to maximize on better days ahead in your marriage is celebrating those small good moments in your marriage. Don't forget birthdays, don't forget anniversaries. Those are occasions that they are for enjoyment. They are occasions that bring people together and they help you bond even more.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ziggy. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy birthday! Yay! High five.
So always invest in celebrating those moments. It does not matter your financial status. Don't focus more on money, but focus on celebrating or recognizing the meaning of those little moments. And the fourth way in maximizing on better days ahead in your marriage is appreciate each other. Never forget to be expressive and to be open about how much you value one another, so that your spouse does not feel like you take them for granted. When you recognize the things that they do and their contribution to your marriage, always be expressive and be open about letting them know that you really value whatever contribution they are making and you really appreciate them. Because keeping it to yourself doesn't really help. It doesn't edify the other person. The most important thing is letting the other person really know how much you value and appreciate the sacrifices and the contribution they are bringing into your marriage. The last one is accept change. We all change. As years pass by in our marriages, we evolve. So our needs change. The needs of each other change depending on how we are evolving. And you see, change is part of growth. That's why we need to learn how to adjust and accommodate one another as we keep on evolving, instead of being resistant to change. Being flexible and accommodating one another, it helps us in ever-changing seasons of our marriages. Instead of keeping our minds focused on what is not working or focused on complaining about the bad seasons, let us speak life into our marriages. Let us believe in the possibilities of our marriages working, our marriages being fruitful, and our marriages being fulfilling. Therefore, as much as we go through the different changes and the seasons, as we evolve, as we experience different things in our marriages, let us keep ourselves focused on what is good. Because life and death are vested in the power of the tongue. So whatever you speak about your marriage, it's what will happen. So when you speak good, you get good. When you speak and complain negative, you speak about bad things happening, then whatever you speak out, it's what will befall you. Always leave your lips covered by speaking possibilities and speaking life into your marriage. And you are going to experience better days ahead. If you're still watching this video up to now and you haven't subscribed to this channel, please just take a second and push that subscription button and become part of this family. Remember to put on the notification bell so that you can always be notified whenever I upload a new video. You can also like the video, share, as well as leave a sweet comment down below in the comment section. See you in the next one. Bye bye.